the best places to go clubbing and find cheap alcohol. Wait, not that kind of a channel. Welcome to Miami, and in this video I'm going to show you what else you can do around here. The beautiful sun-kissed city of Miami does have it all, from a diverse culture to the home of the super rich, and of course their fancy toys. I'll take you around the most beautiful streets, try some authentic Cuban coffee, and even visit some crocodiles. Of course, the main attraction of Miami Beach is the beach itself. We're here, right here. It's the end of the day. I've actually personally spent the least amount of time here, and carry on watching because I'm going to show you what else you can do apart from the beach. And if these streets look familiar, it's probably because you completed Vice City missions here in your youth. Don't miss this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So as you've heard, I'm here in Miami. It's extremely hot. So before we start the video, let me tell you that I'll be putting the chapters at the bottom. So if you want to go to a specific bit of the video, feel free to click into it. Let's start with a bit of the culture and the language. So we've been here a couple of days now, and I can probably count on my hands the number of times I've heard English spoken. That's because the majority of people here, speak Spanish, and it's got a big Spanish influence. You know, a lot of people have immigrated to Miami from like Cuba and other neighboring countries as well. As well as this big Spanish influence, the other thing that Miami is known for is, of course, it's a bit of a playground for the super rich. There's, of course, the beach area, which it's very, worldwide known. But of course, there's exotic cars that you find everywhere. And you see that a lot of the places, if you play GTA, it looks like GTA, because actually Vice City was based on this city. So now let me orientate you around Miami. So there's of course the Miami Beach, which is an island on itself, and there's the mainland of Miami, so downtown, etc. is on the left hand side. To get around from the left to the right, there's a couple of sort of bridges. There's one that mainly cars go on, and there's another one, that one there, you can go through by bike or you can walk, and that's where I'm going to go through on today. There's quite a few mosques around, as you can see here, and in terms of halal food, I'd say there's some choice but not a lot. We have been finding ourselves going to Taco Bell most of the time. Okay, let's start off with the reason you've probably heard about Miami, and it's this Miami Beach. The main attraction, of course, of the Miami Beach part of the city. As well as the beach, you have Ocean Drive. If it looks very familiar to you, that's because you may recognize it from various movies that was filmed here, as well as the game GTA Vice City. Ocean Drive is the heart and soul of Miami's vibrant South Beach neighborhood. Lined with Miami's signature palm trees, the sidewalk cafes and restaurants along Ocean Drive are perfect for people watching. Definitely a lot of weird stuff happening around, but quite entertaining. As you stroll along Ocean Drive, you notice the stunning Art Deco buildings that line the streets. These architectural gems have a unique charm that takes you back to the retro vibes of the 1980s, just like GTA Vice City. And this is straight out of GTA. If you've ever needed motivation to start gymming, maybe you can start here. Actually, maybe not. You might get demotivated. Welcome to Muscle Beach on Ocean Drive. Here you can work out to your heart's content, feeling the breeze of the ocean and the sand at your feet. But you may also have an audience. So if you're wondering what the backdrop is of this gym, let me show you guys. So you've got police cars there for jokes. You've got Ocean Drive, sunset times. You just turn up with one of these gangster motorbikes, and you've got all these people watching you as you work out. And of course, you have many YouTubers conducting those interviews you may have seen on YouTube. Okay, now with the beach out of the way, let's get a dose of culture and great food. Next we have Little Havana. Where you want to be coming to is here, Calle Ocho. In here you find a burst, an explosion of culture and food from Cuba and also other neighboring countries. To get here and come to the main park, you got to put in Google Maps Little Havana Visitor Center and then start from there. There's on-street parking, but you can also take a cab or even cycle here. Step into the vibrant streets of Little Havana and travel back in time to a place that encapsulates the rich history and heritage of Cuban immigrants in Miami. Nestled in the heart of the city, Little Havana has become a symbol of resilience and cultural preservation. In the 60s, waves of Cuban exiles fled their homeland following the Cuban Revolution. Many settled here. Here they established a vibrant community that would come to represent the spirit of Cuban culture and traditions. Take a moment to visit the famous Domino Park, where elderly residents gather to play dominoes, a cherished pastime brought from Cuba. You'll find lots of traditional Cuban restaurants here. Unfortunately, I've tried really hard to find a halal-friendly Cuban sandwich. I've been unsuccessful. If you guys know a place, let me know in the comments. Yep, this is McDonald's. But all hope isn't lost. I'm about to show you a great taste of Cuba. Come to Versailles Cuban cuisine. First, skip the queues at the restaurant to come to the cafe part. Here, grab a Cuban coffee known as colada. Then head to the restaurant section. So whilst we're in the queue to get more stuff, I'm going to try the colada. We've got the colada, which is basically the very sweetened foam on top. You can see it there. It's very sweet. Alright. Yeah, imagine espresso with a lot of sugar. I know a lot of people are going to love this because you just have a sweet tooth. Okay, now with that espresso and sugar rush to your head, let's have some food. I think that's quite big here is croquettes. Fortunately, most of the croquettes contain meat, but we found here croquettes that do it with fish. And with the croquettes, and it's usually had as a breakfast, but I think they have it for lunch as well. They give you crackers with it as well. I'll be honest, I don't know how to eat it with crackers. Do you put the croquette in between the crackers? It's very crispy. Very nice actually. Needs a bit of sauce. Well, another thing you must try is pastelito. We've got the guava and the cheese one, and that's the most popular one. And you know what? This place is not affected by inflation because this cost $1.25, and we also got a tuna sandwich which cost $4.50. Okay, let's try this. Bismillah. That's really nice. So the guava is nice and sweet, and the cheese right in the middle, in the center, adds a little bit of saltiness to it. It's a good combo. Tastes fresh as well. But this was the vibe during the day. Let's show you during the night. And that's better. Completely different vibe. Okay, with little Havana done, let's take a quick tour of downtown. As you venture through downtown Miami, be captivated by the breathtaking skyline, adorned with sleek skyscrapers. Tall coconut trees sway gently, casting playful shadows on the sidewalks, creating a serene atmosphere as you stroll along to the sound of the ocean. Here's a walking route to Bayside Marketplace that you may want to try. Bayside Marketplace, a waterfront oasis nestled in the heart of Miami. Prepare to be captivated by the vibrant energy and breathtaking views that define this iconic shopping and entertainment destination. Take a moment to relax at the waterfront terrace, where you can sip on a refreshing drink while marveling at the picturesque marina and the passing boats. For now, let's grab a city bike and let me show you the Venetian Islands, a collection of man-made islands nestled amidst the sparkling waters of Biscayne Bay. You'll be transported to the realm of tranquility and beauty. See multiple bridges like this that crosses over from one island to another. These islands boast an exquisite blend of luxurious residences, lush landscapes, and panoramic waterfront vistas. A view of how the other side lives, I guess. Now let's make the most out of Florida for our final stop, a quick drive away. Oh, and yes, the new Kias do drive themselves. Everglades National Park. It's about $40 per person, and you can get here in about 30-35 minutes from Miami, so it's very, very, very close. It's the perfect place to marvel at the creations of Allah and get an adrenaline rush. You're about to see why. Hop aboard an airboard gliding across the vast expanse of sawgrass. Feel the rush as you speed through the water, surrounded by chirping birds and, of course, the occasional sighting of a sunbathing alligator. Before I leave you, be sure to check out Bistro Cafe, which is an amazing place to have brunch. And that's it for Miami. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know all YouTubers say, and I'm going to say as well, if you can, please support me by liking this video. Hey, leave me a comment if you like this type of content and if you want me to continue, and which other cities you'd like to see. I'll see you on the next one though. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.